of height and the
Welcome, Capricorn, to the Temple of Tarot, Astrology, and Yoga. My name is Ava, and I'm going to be your oracle for the month of October 2025. And Capricorn, you're the very last sign that I'm doing, and I've been very late in even getting to your sign, but there's a good reason, and I'd like to offer it as my way of apologizing for the delay. I have a viewer who lives in Poland who's been watching my channel for a number of years, and she decided to fly all the way from Poland to here on the big island of Hawaii to visit me. And the trip is very short. I think it's 4 days in total. So 2 of those days she wanted to spend with me. And the other days she's driving down from Kona to the Hilo area where I live. And then the last day she's driving back. So I've spent yesterday with her, and I'll spend the afternoon with her as well. But she was kind enough to let me take some time out to do your reading. And so thank you very much for understanding, and I do apologize for it. So if you're new, what I do is I follow the transits of only 2 planets, Mars and Venus, to give us a much more focused perspective on the energies of the month. And my tarot reading is also very simple, with only 4 cards in the spread. So in this way, I hope to bring together both the astrological forecast and the tarot forecast, hopefully in ways that will give us far more insight into the events of the month. So this month, October, Venus is transiting Virgo, which is your 9th house, a very beautiful house, the spiritual house, the house of higher learning, higher education, broader, perhaps even international travel. And Mars, on the other hand, is in Libra, transiting the sign of Libra, which is your 10th house of career, ambition, and social standing. So, Mars in the 10th emphasizes your professional concerns, putting energy into your career, where you focus sharply on your ambition, having more drive, more energy to be more effective in your career, or in how you're viewed socially. So, you might have occasion to experience a little bit of conflict in some aspect of your profession, or simply that your drive and your relentless pursuit of your goals may strike others as too insistent, I'll put it that way. So it could lead to some kind of conflict, but it doesn't need to. In fact, with Venus in the 9th of higher learning, higher education, spiritual pursuits, broadening your intellectual, physical, and spiritual horizons, you might be able to bring a sense of innovation into your profession, into your career, and maybe even impress others with your broad-minded perspectives on issues that are that surround your career, or that subject or idea or venture that you're really interested in manifesting. So there could be great success in your profession or in your career this month, as well as a deepening of your understanding of some aspect of your profession. You could make your mark in your professional field, and or some form of travel may also enhance your career opportunities. Traveling for business is often what happens with this combination, and or bringing a more heartful humanitarian point of view to a career project. Let's just say that. You see, it's very windy today, so it's not ghosts, it's just the wind. So if someone said, "Oh, I thought it was a ghost when I saw your curtains moving behind you." No, I don't have any ghosts yet. But so that is, I think, the backdrop that we're looking at for the month of October. So let's see what the tarot has to add to this discussion. And thank you very much for joining me. Thank you for sharing and liking and supporting the channel in whichever way you can. And I appreciate your messages. Most of all, they lift my spirits, and I'm often really astounded by the quality of my viewers, i.e. the visit of this beautiful young lady who's come all the way from Poland to visit me. So I appreciate all of you, and thank you for being there. So wait for your tarot forecast coming up next. Namaste. Welcome, Capricorn, to your tarot forecast. Well, there's nothing better for a grounded, realistic, pragmatic Capricorn than to have the ability to succeed in his professional dreams and goals. So, and or world travel, or a deepening of your intellectual pursuits, philosophical pursuits, spiritual pursuits are just up your alley. So it should be a very interesting month for you. I've pre-shuffled the cards, and what I do in front of the camera, though, is I insert 2, and only 2, reversals randomly, and then I continue to shuffle just a little bit more. And of course, this will be a 4-card spread, and being that it's such a simple spread, it allows me to enter into the symbols on the cards more deeply. And that may help you to learn how to read for yourself. And this is when I advocate for that. It's a wonderful thing to know, a wonderful piece of knowledge to have, so that whenever you're in a situation that's difficult to understand, to comprehend, maybe choices are hard, the tarot can be of an immense assistance and help to you to clarify hidden issues or hidden motivations, and to arrive at a decision that is appropriate in the moment. So there, we're ready, and what we do is we take the cards and we make 2 other piles with them, and we reassemble them, and we're ready to start your reading, Capricorn. In the position of the overall energy or mood of the month, the thematic energy of the month. Wow. All right. The beautiful, the elegant, the thrilling world. This is the last card of the major arcana. This is the final leg, phase of a very long journey. The Fool has been on a journey of self-discovery. Started at the Fool, 0, and ending here, where he is ready with all the knowledge, wisdom, experience that he's gained through his trial and error journey through the major arcana cards, each representing a particular evolutionary phase of his development. He now arrives here as a naked maiden about to pass through that oval created by a wreath of victory and success. The oval is in the shape of a birth canal, implying that you are about to go through a rebirth, the ending of a major cycle and the beginning of a new one, where your wisdom, your experiences have contributed to your success and to the fulfilling conclusion of this cycle. And according to the astrological forecast, it centers around your career, your profession, or perhaps a deeper spiritual recognition of your role, of your purpose, of the meaning of life, which can translate into greater professional success. The world can also represent what Venus in the 9th means: world travel, travel broadening your experiences by moving out of the familiar into the unfamiliar. That single strand of clothing that our naked maiden wears is in the form of a DNA spiral. implying again of this evolutionary process of transformation. She's dancing, she's ecstatic. She's arrived at a point of great joy, celebration. Yet there's just one more thing that she has to remove in order to be able to pass naked through that birth canal, to be reborn. That sash can be anything that still holds on to you, that still clings to you either psychologically, emotionally, or intellectually, that you've got to get rid of so that you can come as you are, naked, unassuming, unpretentious, into the new phase, the new cycle you're about to enter. That is the overall mood or energy of the month for you, Capricorn. All right. Wow. The second position is the position of what will challenge you. And we have an earth card. You're an earth sign. So this will be your challenge. The Ace of Pentacles. Aces are new beginnings, and Pentacles are about the material world. The world is about endings of cycles. And again, because the astrological forecast indicates that it has something to do with your profession or your educational, spiritual expansion, a new beginning is foretold here concerning finances. That's a gold coin, you see, held in a white hand, a pure hand, given thereby, therefore, without strings, coming out of a cloud as if from nowhere. Maybe you have to find some resource that you can invest into your profession, perhaps into your education. Some new money resource, material resource that you can utilize towards greater professional and or intellectual success. And or a new way of making money. Having the challenge of finding a new way of creating a material resource, starting a material project with hope, with drive and ambition, so that ultimately you can create that rich, abundant garden symbolizing your success in the future. So finding the right investment, finding the right place to put your money, maybe you've received an inheritance, and your challenge is to find fertile soil in which to plant that seed, that material seed, so it will ultimately produce more gold, more money, more success. All of these maybe a part of your challenge. The third position is what may happen unexpectedly during the month of October. Wow, more, you always get Pentacles cards, or more predominantly than most of the other signs. And here it is, the 7 of Pentacles. So we have the 7 of Pentacles. And the 7 of Pentacles shows a young farmer who now has reaped a rich harvest. And that single pentacle between his feet is that Ace of Pentacles, I believe, representing that investment resource. But he's in deep contemplation of his harvest. Remember, we're at the end of a cycle, maybe even a professional cycle of success and fulfillment. This is something that is reiterated here in the unexpected. So maybe unexpected rich rewards, unexpected financial abundance, unexpected harvest. But that single pentacle between his feet may be him contemplating what to do with some of his resources so that next season, next year, next time, his harvest will be even more rich and abundant. So we have 2 cards that are earth cards concerning the material world. And this is a beautiful thing because you have unexpected abundance. And what are you going to do with it? Sometimes success is even more difficult than failure because of all the responsibility that it entails. Keeping the money, spending it, how to spend it, how to invest it, what to do with it, so that you continue to live in abundance. So, unexpected, rich rewards for your effort, your time, and your energy. And finally, we have the outcome, the summary of the energy of the month. Wow. The King of Cups. That's interesting because Venus in the 9th is about emotional and spiritual growth. And this is the most spiritual king of the deck. He leads from the heart. He navigates rough waters like a captain on a ship. His emotions are steady. He knows himself. He knows what needs, pardon me. He knows what needs to be accomplished. He's kind and compassionate and full of inspiration. That's how it ends. You become the king of heart. You deepen your heart. You deepen your feelings. You reign with compassion for yourself and for others. One of the most beautiful readings of the month. So thank you very much, Capricorn, for joining me and for understanding why I was late to your reading. Forgive me. Next time you'll be number one. You'll be first for the month of November. So thank you again. Namaste. And I don't think I'm going to be able to post the magical pass to this forecast because, as I said, I have these obligations to the young lady who's visiting me. But Saturday, that be tomorrow, I'll have plenty of time, and I'm backed up and in that regard as well. So I will post your magical pass along with a few others tomorrow. Thank you very much for your viewership and your. If you would like a private and personal reading from me, there's the link below. Thank you again, and namaste. See you next month.